significance. It is what the couple are doing. It is what is important today. They are giving the sermon by their very actions. But I would like to say one little word about the readings that they have chosen for their wedding, because they are particularly beautiful. Usually in preparation for the wedding, I usually meet the couple a few times, go through the vows and various things like that. When I came to the vows and I came to the part where, for better or for worse, I asked Sarah, will you take Jerry here for better or for worse? And she paused a moment. And she looked at Jerry, and she looked back at me, and she said, well, he can't get any worse. Of course, Sarah didn't say anything like that. But that is exactly what marriage is. Taking ourselves as we are, not what we hope for or what we expect, but just as we are. Not perfect, but hopefully growing together into life. I think we need to congratulate the couple and a kiss for the bride. Now that they have taken their vows, I invite them. While we remain standing, we will pray for the couple and for their families at this time.
And although I'm so sad not to be able to return the favour, I know Nikki will be doing an amazing job. While Sarah is very thoughtful of others, she does not neglect her own needs. On shopping trips, she used to ask me to hold her bags for a minute as we walked home. Halfway home, I would discover I was still carrying them for her. So remember, a minute in Sarah's world can be a little longer than you'd expect. These are a couple of little gifts from us. Love and other indoor sports. Gemma, Jordan and Toby. And also, don't make me cry. There's a group of 6 of us who have basically been together for the last 20 years. We're all very, very proud of her, and this is just a little gift from us. So thank you again.
Okay, now you can
in the last couple of weeks and months, it's been work-wise for us an extremely busy time, and I think none of this could have happened without you. You've been absolutely amazing, and we're very grateful for that. On a personal on a personal level, I'd say as well, you've been very welcoming to me and actually to Edel when she's been over welcoming us into your family, and it has been lovely. The only one missing today is Charlie, and but we'll see him again soon. I want to thank Jason and Hayley again for welcoming, and you've been superb at the wedding, and it's been lovely having Eric around as well, so thank you to both of you. I'd like to thank Neville, for I was so nervous about it. I cannot describe how nervous I was. So this is actually a piece of cake after having gone through the ordeal of not having to listen to anything dodgy. And all this stuff about my past is absolute nonsense. You just don't speak to this side of the table. But I was an absolute angel as a youngster. And Sarah's the only girl I've ever been interested in. I want to thank my sister Edel as well. Edel is definitely the more solid thinking of the two of us, but she's been a great support as well in the last couple of weeks and months, and has been fantastic. And to the Summers as well for all your support as well and coming over. I'd like to thank everyone who has come today, because I'm not a person for public displays of emotion, as you find out because I'll be sitting down in 2 seconds. But it's great to share a day like this. I always absolutely dreaded the thought of my wedding day, but it's been an absolute privilege to have friends and family here this afternoon and this evening. And I know for people coming from Ireland in particular, it's been a great journey over and a busy time of the year, so thank you for making it so special. I'm going to treat it a little bit like an assembly. And I hope the people at the back can hear this. So anyone who's not looking directly at me is going to come up to my office straight after. We'll be staying for an hour at the end of the day. Most of the kids at that stage start looking at me. I don't think they ever take anything in. But they do look, and I often ask them later in the day, I said, what did I say at assembly today? And if they don't know, they do come back at the end. So thanking everyone, and thanking Nikki. You've done a great job as well with Sarah. I was a bit worried today she wasn't going to turn up for some reason. So whatever you did to get her here, thank you very much. And you've been a great support. And finally to Sarah, there's a couple of things. One of her driving between when she was 4 and 34. I'm actually not quite sure. Sarah seems to think around about me and go straight ahead and don't stop. There's been a couple of times I'm lucky to be here because of experiences. And Sarah, there's lots of things I can say about you, and I think what your parents have said, and certainly what Neville has said. And you're quirky, and I won't say in what ways you're quirky. But it has been a very special day, and knowing you. And I think the one thing I'd say on a very personal note is I think I've always kind of had that sense that life could. I've had a pessimistic view of life, but I think since I've met you, I feel very hopeful about the future, and I know that once I'm with you, I think life is going to be great. Thank you.
Never near to us once more. Through the years we all been together.
Hey, do you want to get up? Do you want to have a little dance? No, it's cool.